Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. As threatened in the last video, I did not play another Streets of New Capenna while it was in Quick Draft. I didn't really care for SNC, and I was looking forward to Strixhaven coming back. Here it is, an actual fun format, so let's have a go at it. As you know, it's been a while since I played Strixhaven, but I think I sort of remember what's good, and I have the draft guide open, so... What is this? Venerable Warsinger. 3 mana, 3/3, Vigilance Trample. That probably good, right? I mean, solid stats for 3-drop. Great keywords. And if it does any damage, it brings stuff back from the graveyard, right? Claim the Firstborn, no thanks. Fortifying Draft, whatever. What the hell is this? This costs 6 mana. That is too much. It's probably a fine card. The campuses are all good. Pledge Mages are also okay. Heated Debate actually might be best. Let's see what it thinks of Warsinger. Where's my draft guide? Warsinger. Oh, it says it's insane. Good. I'm glad. I thought it was a good card. It's just out of the insane bombs, incredible bombs category. It's rated #1 among great first picks, so we'll take it. Auric Lore Mage, I don't think is that good. That's the rare, isn't it? I still have trouble seeing the colors, but yeah, that's a yellowish rare, so someone must have taken an uncommon, which, it's not hard to find an uncommon better than this, I think. I do like Maelstrom Muses. Because red-blue is pretty strong. Cultivator is pretty solid. What's the satchel? Magecraft to add mana or draw cards. It was a Quandrix Campus in the last pack too, wasn't it? I think so. And lessons are just solid. Spectacle Mage is here as well. I mean, I think we probably take the Muse, but let me just have a look around. It says Muse is rated 1/19th. Lore Mage is indeed worse. Cultivator? Oops, hello? It likes the Cultivator better, but not a lot better. What about Annihilation? It says it's bad? I don't know, lessons are pretty good. Huh. Okay, and what about the Pledge Mages? Witherbloom's not that great. We have the other one here, right? Oh, that was the last pack that had Pledge Mages, okay. I mean, this has like the Lorehold plan on it of like exiling stuff from your graveyard or whatever, but it's not actually a good card. And Lorehold, I don't know. They don't have amazing stuff. So, Spell Satchel also not good, I imagine. Yes, very bad. So, we can take the Cultivator to stay a little more open. We'll take the Maelstrom Muse to have a little bit more synergy with the colors we currently have. Not synergy, but I don't know. I just like red-blue is so much fun. That's my opinion. Green-blue, eh. Reduce to Memory, a white lesson. Okay, not amazing. Explosive Welcome. I mean, 8 mana is a lot. We do have Maelstrom Muse, right? I don't think Infuriate is that good, is it? Infuriate, yeah, it's rated as like bad-ish. Stormkiln Artist, it likes treasures, and instants and sorceries, kind of, right? So Mage Duel is probably the best card here. Explosive Welcome is fun in the red-blue deck. I don't know, maybe, I mean, just take a 4-mana 2/2? It seems sort of bad, but I think that's sort of an okay card. How's Anatomy? Pretty good, actually. Okay, fine. Surely Reduced Memory is not good, right? Well, it's not as good as Expanded Anatomy anyway. What's up with the Assistant here? I don't think I ever took this, but... yeah. Slow value card. I'll just take Anatomy. For the sideboard, presumably. Mentor's Guidance? Pretty good if you have the ability to copy it. Witherbloom Apprentice. Ooh, Lorehold Pledge Mage. Expel. I think I'll take the Pledge Mage, since it should fit in either of the decks I have, and it can be quite powerful. Expel is fine. It doesn't even say... it says Pledge Mage is not that good, but I don't agree. It can create... I don't know. I mean, it's a little clunky, but it's just... the fact that it's first strike that can be pumped as an instant makes it really threatening and hard to cope with. If you have an aggro deck, this can just race your opponent down. If you want to play control, this locks up the board pretty well. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. There's Campus Guide for fixing, I guess. 2-mana 2/1 that... I mean, it puts a land on top of your deck, which is not anybody's favorite thing to do. Except that sometimes it is. I mean, Mentor's Guidance is probably the best card here, right? Well, actually, Witherbloom Apprentice is strong. I don't think I want it. It is quite strong, though. I don't know. Maybe I could try to, like... how's Expel? Not that great. I could take the Witherbloom Apprentice and try to stay open here. I don't really yet have any strong ideas of what is being played. And this is a really annoying card for the opponent to deal with. Yeah. Let's just wait till we get a card that indicates some colored pair is open, and then we can play it. Like, for example, a second Maelstrom Muse would be nice to see. 2 campuses here. Pigment Storm would be nice to have as well, but, you know, Maelstrom Muse again I think is better. Yeah, Prismari Apprentice, Prismari Campus, Elemental Masterpiece. Okay, this is the place to be, I think. So let's cut the Apprentice I just took. And I think the Prismari Apprentice is too good to pass up, right? Yeah. You know, the Campus and the Elemental Masterpiece I would both be happy to see come back. Even the Tome Shredder is fine. So we should get something out of that pack on the wheel. Kelpie Guide is pretty annoying for the opponent. Sudden Breakthrough is... it doesn't have a learn effect. It's just, you know, a combat trick. I think we just take the Prismari Pledge Mage. Nothing here is... no, sorry. It's that or the Kelpie Guide, right? 2-mana 3/3... Kelpie Guide for a much slower control-y game. But it's also a little bit rampish, right? You use it to untap your lands after you add mana for them. From them. I'll take the Kelpie Guide. This Warsinger... I don't know. Maybe we can splash it. We'll see. This has repeatable Scry, which is nice, but this is a land. Campuses are nice. Oh, this is back to pack 1, huh? Not really anything here. I'll take the Quandrix Campus. Could even consider running it, even with no green cards, just because scrying is cool. But I don't want to do that yet. Spell Satchel's still not good in this deck, I think. Just take another Campus. Make it a lot easier to splash in green stuff if I run into anything I want. This is the deck for Explosive Welcome, I think. It's probably still bad, but I can't help myself. Okay, this is a decent combat trick that learns. I don't think I want the Apprentice. Yeah, really bad Magecraft ability. Sudden Breakthrough is better than taking either of these campuses. I'm just not going to want them at all. I mean, yeah, this is a combat trick that could save my bacon at some point. I mean, none of this, obviously. It's a red-blue dual-faced card. What's the deal with this? 2 mana for a sorcery. Huh. So you dump a card, So you rummage one, but if you discarded an instant or sorcery, the card you discarded deals damage equal to its cost. So it's kind of a way to, you know, if you have an expensive, like, for example, an Explosive Welcome, right? If you can't play this Explosive Welcome, you can discard it with the Flamethrower. And it does 8 damage for 2 mana, and you still get to, like, redraw it, right? You end up hand size -1 because you spent this card and discarded another and drew one, so you're minus a card just as if you had played a card like that didn't have any draw or discard effects. But you cycled a card you couldn't use and dealt some damage as well, so nice to have. And what's the Torrent Sculptor? 4 mana 2/2 with Ward 2. Exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. Oh, geez. I see. Yeah, I mean, this has got to be a good card for this deck. Heated Debate, also solid. Everything else in this pack, junk. Yeah, Degrees. Torrent Sculptor is insane. 24th best. Much better than Heated Debate. Heated Debate is a good card. It won't be here when I go back around, but I want the Torrent Sculptor. So we're just going to have to skip that pack next time around, I think. What the hell is this? I mean, I guess I'm just taking the Elemental Masterpiece? Or Mentor's Guidance. It should go off pretty often. But, Elemental Masterpiece, if you can get it to actually be cast with Maelstrom Muse, is nice. And if you can't, you know, cycling it for a treasure is fine. Not cycling, discarding. I think I'll take the Mentor's Guidance, though. I could use some slightly cheaper stuff and some draw. Introduction to Prophecy, also not bad. But Mentor's Guidance for now. Prismari Campus is playable. Stone Rain, ugh. Dust Speaker. It's a pretty solid creature. 5 mana, 3/4. When it attacks, you can you kind of get an effect that's like drawing 2. Expressive Iteration. I mean, I think we're supposed to take that. The Dust Speaker is quite good. No, it's not. Okay. Iteration's fine. Campus is good. I'll take the Iteration, though. More. Oh, there's also Environmental Sciences, I guess. Didn't even see that. I don't think we need it that badly. It's just such a good card that you can, like, drag in from the sideboard as a lesson. I don't have a lot of learn cards, right? Just the one Enthusiastic Study, I think. Yeah. Still, iteration's solid. Kind of a draw 2 effect for 2 mana. Can't really ask for more. Symmetry Sage, 1 mana flyer. You know, I guess if I wanted to splash this guy, that might have been a reason to take Environmental Sciences. I don't think it's really crucial that we do. I probably should cut him. Like, he's a good card, but we just don't really want to run white. I mean, the choices here are not much, right? Symmetry Sage or, like, Soothsayer Adept. They're both bad. So, Expanded Anatomy, I guess, is the choice then. More Explosive Welcome. I don't think I'm really a big fan of Reject. There's also Opt. Opt is pretty good. Yeah, I'll take Opt actually over Explosive Welcome. I mean, if you can cast Explosive Welcome very cheaply or discard it with the Sculptor, that's nice and all. But just give me some like cheap spell that does something. Even a cheap spell that does nothing would be okay with like Magecraft synergies, right? Vortex Runner. It's probably supposed to be Stormkill, not Artist, except I have a bunch of like 4 mana cards already. Mentor's Guidance copies on Shamans, right? Yeah. So that's not a consideration between the two of them. I think I have like enough combat tricks. I'm probably like cutting Sudden Breakthrough eventually. I don't know. I guess all I have is the 2 Sudden Breakthroughs and the 1 Enthusiastic Study, but I think that's enough. Vortex Runner, I don't know, doesn't really fit this deck. This, don't I have... I mean, these create treasure tokens. That's nice. This, yeah, sure. I'll take the Shaman. Test of Talents, not my favorite. Wow. Pretty solid pack, actually, considering how many cards have been taken out of it already. Elemental Masterpiece is fine. Especially with the Sculptor. This can discard itself cheaply. So you could get out like a 4 mana, like 9/9 or something. Is that right? Oh, half that card's mana value. So 4 mana 6/6 with Ward 2. Because like we already have an expensive card we can discard, Explosive Welcome, but you can only discard it with the other side of this card. This can discard itself. Yeah, I think we take a Masterpiece. Like, yes, I want the Campus. I'm sad I won't get the Campus. There's also the Quandrix Pledge Mage, which would be totally fine if the other cards weren't here, but just give me a Masterpiece. It also makes treasures, by the way, so our Shaman might like that. Thrill of Possibility, I think, is pretty solid, isn't it? So is a Pledge Mage. Did I end up taking the first one of those? I didn't, right? Yeah. Pledge Mage is okay. Arcane Subtraction, you know, we could learn some stuff. I have a couple nice lessons. But I think it's supposed to be Thrill of Possibility. Another discard source, a cheap spell, draw. I mean, it's not a draw. It doesn't increase your hand size, but... Okay, this all kind of sucks. Another Masterpiece. Easy pick. Dustspeaker came back. I think I just don't really want it. But Arcane Subtraction might be playable. I don't think I want the Dustspeaker. Symmetry Sage, probably not playable. Still don't want to Reject. Enthusiastic Study is okay. Don't want a Historian. Gnarled Professor, a good card, but I'm not going to start running green. I do have 2 Quandrix Campuses, but that's just madness. Could take a Negate, but I don't want to. I think it's the Prismari Apprentice here. Yeah. Urza's Rage. I mean, you're never going to get to kick this. But it's 3 mana, deal 3, which I think is decent, right? Start from scratch. Could take a Lorehold Campus, but I think Environmental Sciences would be better than that, because I don't really want to try to run this guy. He's not really worth splashing, I don't think. He's a fine card, but you need a much more creature-focused aggressive deck to get real value out of it, I think. So how is Urza's Rage? I mean, 3 mana for 3 damage is expensive. But it does have the fun, like, oh, well, what if you had 12 mana? That happens on occasion. I don't know, I'd say probably not that great, right? It says it's fine. But I think I'd rather have an Environmental Sciences. Shock is great. I'll take that over Iteration, right? Yeah. Nothing else here really worth taking. Still need a couple more cards, but not that many. And there's a couple here I could run if I had to. So, I mean, Whirlwind Denial, huh? I mean, there's several solid options. I could take the Snarl? But I think it's probably just supposed to be Introduction to Prophecy. How much do I have that learns? I know I have, like... Okay, there's the Arcane Subtraction and the 2 Enthusiastic Studies. And that's it. Still, it's nice to have flexible lessons. Even if you can't possibly cast them all in one game. Whirlwind Denial, I mean... It's a 3 mana permission spell. Occasionally it can counter multiple of their things, but that's fairly uncommon. I do remember an occasion when... This did happen, right? This happened to me. It wasn't a video I was watching. But I think an opponent... Actually, I don't even remember if my opponent did it to me or I did it to them, but... At some point, someone had a bunch of Lorehold... No. Silver Quill Pledge Mages, the 4/2s... 3/1s with Magecraft where they either gain flying or lifelink. And they cast... Whoever controlled those cards cast some instant or sorcery. And then Whirlwind Denial was like, I counter your spell, and I also countered the 3 instances of flying you were about to get. So that's exciting when it happens. But normally, even if the stack is kind of heavy, it's heavy with like cards that cancel each other out anyway, so you only need to like counter the top one to do anything serious, so countering multiple is not that important. I mean, I could take the Pledge Mage. It wouldn't be bad to have more 2-drops. I don't have a lot of creatures. Yeah, maybe I just take the Pledge Mage. Excuse you. Fervent Mastery. I've never even seen this card. What is this? 5 mana. But you can pay 4 if you want. So the main effect is to tutor 3 cards and then discard 3 cards at random. And if you paid only 4, then additionally, opponent gets to cycle as much stuff as they want from their hand. This does not sound good, right? Rated just dreadfully bad, it says. Yeah. Inspiration? That's a solid learn card. Yeah, I'm thrilled to have that. Serpentine Curve should be pretty good. Everything else here is awful. Letter of Acceptance wouldn't be bad, I guess. We want a little bit of ramp might be nice. Yeah, I guess that's true. We do have to consider which of those we want, because I think they're both, like, okay. But I think, once I'm at 3 mana, I don't need that much more. I don't have that many expensive cards, right? The Masterpieces can dump themselves. It's really just the Explosive Welcome, and even that I might be able to discard with my Torrent Sculptor for some reason, or like cheat out with Muses. So I don't think I need that much ramp. I do need more creature-like instants and sorceries, even though my 4 slot is a little bit full. A Great Lesson. Yeah, happy to take it. I mean, it's an okay lesson. I don't mean to say that as lessons go, that one's amazing. It's fine. It's just like, I want a lesson. I also want a flying 3-drop creature. Oh, Practical Research is so fun, but I don't think it's really what the deck needs. I just want, like... Well, is it? I think I'm going to run a Quandrix Campus or 2 as well. Just have a little bit more scry. It's like a tapped island, which is sad, but with a nice ability. Yeah, let's put them both in. Why not? I could cut Sudden Breakthrough. Like, I don't have many creatures. It will make my Stormkiln Artist a little bit sad to have fewer treasure sources, but, them's the breaks, kid. Yeah, we take the Spectacle Mage over, I don't know. Right, Practical Research. It would be really nice to take Practical Research, I guess, but I think a Spectacle Mage is just more impactful. It fills in, gaps that I have. Okay, so I guess Negate is still here. I don't think Negate is that great a card, but it seems clearly better than all the rest here. What do you think about Negate? It doesn't like Opt? It puts Negate right next to Opt and says they're both not that good. Get out of my house. Opt is great. I mean, what would I cut for Negate? Maybe another Sudden Breakthrough? It's a much more aggressive card. Even a deck that isn't that aggressive and doesn't have that many creatures does have a use for combat tricks, but there's just a lot of ways that's not going to work out for me. Yeah, I think, like, Sudden Breakthrough is a combat trick, obviously, right? And I expect most of the ways my creatures are going to die will often not be through combat. And I don't have enough creatures to really take control of the board. This is much more of a red-white card. Because you can have enough board control that that they can't have any, like, blocks that survive this. And so you attack with several things. Whatever they block, you Sudden Breakthrough, and you get in for a bunch of damage. I mean, here we obviously take Start from scratch. A Battle Seer isn't bad. Neither is Enthusiastic Study, but I don't think it's good. I mean, I could cut the Stormkiln Artist, but he's kind of a big threat. And I could give him Trample with Enthusiastic Study. That would make him a lot more valuable. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take the Battle Seer and not run it. I guess I should consider taking a green card at this point. Because we are running 2 green lands. Okay, this looks like the deck, I think. I don't think I have anything green that I want to run instead. I didn't take the Gnarled Professor, and I wouldn't be splashing... I wouldn't be running it in a deck with just 2 forests anyway. Yeah. I don't think I want to cut any of these cards for any of those. Could maybe cut Arcane Subtraction, but no, I think shrinking their creatures is nice. I expect we'll only get to cast Explosive Welcome once, but with any luck, we'll be able to use it for Mentor's... for... where is it? Torrent Sculptor once or twice, and that should be just as fun. Alright, sign me up. I do not have a 5-color deck. Is this because my lessons are... I have lessons in every color? No. Okay. There used to be a bug where it like counted your colors as everything you had in your sideboard as well. But they fixed that, so I don't know why it's back. Is it because in Strixhaven your sideboard is more accessible than in most draft formats? I don't know. What the heck is this art? Is it Streets of New Capenna art? Maybe. It must be. Can't really tell what it is. This looks like one of the family's sigils or something. And this is a ghostly person breaking through a wall? Maybe? Or climbing a mountain with an axe? I don't know. Turn 3 Spike... Okay, I have to look up what Spike Jester is. Spike Jester. It's a 2-mana red-black card. 3/1 haste. No special text. Why is playing that on 3 funny? Or interesting? I don't know. This is fine, I guess. I can play the Pledge Mage on 2, and... I have, like, Mentor's Guidance on 3. Silver Quill. Okay. And also green. Green, black, and black, white. So, I don't know. What... They might even just be green, black, and splashing this just for Scry, as I am with the Campus. Killian. Okay. Well... I mean, I could shock that, but... I think I just want to get Mentor's Guidance down. And if I'm not blocking, I may as well play Mentor's Guidance main phase so that I can attack. Oh, it's also a sorcery, so I would have to do it now. Why did all my lands just flash? This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So this turn... I mean, I could play an untapped land to get a Muse down, but I don't think that's that important. Rather, I should play a tap land, an Apprentice, and a Shock. Doesn't matter what color the tap land is. Also, I only have one. I could shock either one, but this would just move the counters over, so it's dreadful. And we're doing it pre-combat, so again, I can attack. Why is it flashing all the lands? Just weird. Mage Duel? Are you just checking out what my card is, or what? Okay. Okay. That's too bad. Well, I only have a 1-mana spell in my graveyard, so this would be a 3/3, which is not bad. I could eventually get this into my graveyard, pretty cheaply, in fact. Expanded Anatomy. I mean, I could get this in, I guess. Yeah. So, I think we just play out the Muse. I'm not sure what I'm doing about the 2/2. Like, am I blocking it and just letting them put the counters here? I don't know. Uh-oh. I thought they would have put it here and then made the attack a bit more threatening. Okay. Well, you're going to put all the counters on something, and then I'm going to find a way to kill it, I guess. You're going to put them here, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I block. We're taking a lot of damage from all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. So 3 damage. Sorcery speed. Costs only 1. This is +3/+1, which would be perfect to block here. So I could attack and then cast one of these 2 spells, but not both. Well, I could cast them both, but only if I did it during my turn. So we attack, play this, and then I guess just play the other Muse. And we want elemental summoning, I think. You can get an attack in. I can't really stop you. Ooh, ouch. Yowie zowie. And you also have anatomy, huh? That's going to be a problem for me, I think. So this costs 3 if I attack. This costs 4. I'm only going to have 6 mana, so I can't do both of those things. And they even exiled my... Well, I have Mentor's Guidance, so if I played this, it would be a 4/4. Not good enough. Ah, hang on. I could play this backside to kill that. Okay, it's not incredible, but... But it makes their expanded anatomy a lot worse. I don't really want more land. I kind of want some life. I think I'm going to grab some counters, please. Now, I mean, explosive entry or welcome would be nice. You know? If I could ask for one card, that would be it. Actually, I only have 7 mana. Oh, but I can cast it super cheap because of this, right? That's the point. Anyway, I maybe should have fetched a different lesson so I didn't have to discard the one that makes a creature. But I think it was the only one I have that does 4 or more damage, right? Yeah. What did you do? You drew. Okay. Pretty good for you. On the other hand, you don't have a lot of mana left. Expel? That would suck. No, that costs 3. Witherbloom Command. Okay, so they couldn't do anything to my creature. Good. Oh, this is great. This is great. I have how much mana left? 5, but a discount of 4. Let's keep the negate in hand. Like, I know Prismari Apprentice would be nice. If I played the Prismari Apprentice, it would be a 3/3. Maybe that's better than having negate available. Yeah, I think it is. So put this in hand. Negate into library. And exile this to cast now. Okay, that's not going to cut it. Even if you make it a 5/5. Okay, you eliminate that. And concede. I didn't have lethal. But they would have had to chump their Pledge Mage. Okay, that's good. I was worried about how that game was going for a while there. When they were getting in solid chunks of damage and I didn't really have that much of a board. It was when they had all the +1/+1 counters on things and... Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, Torrent Sculptor, for being able to cast the other side. What was that? Something Sonata? Flame Thrower Sonata. Yes. That was very valuable. What the heck is this? Some kind of... Yeah, this has got to be New Capenna. Looks so New Capenna. Senator Smack. Is that a Jewel Thief? Is that what the art on Jewel Thief is? I haven't looked at it closely enough before to recognize it. Great hand. I mean, okay, I don't have anything to do for a little while. But Opt might help with that. And once we hit turn 4, we've got some good stuff going on. Nice. Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Okay. I mean, there's a slight advantage to opting now in that if I draw a Quandrix Campus, I can play it tapped. But I can do that, have more tempo next turn by not having to play the tap land next turn. But if I play it a tap land next turn, it doesn't even matter. I don't have anything for 3. So I'm going to save the opt to react to whatever they do. Plus, I guess I'm also saving the... No, Sonata's a sorcery. Okay. Probably what I opt for won't change based on what they play this turn, but it might. I don't want them to know I'm opting. This way I threaten more removal or whatever. Okay, this costs 5, right? Yeah. So they fished up a 5-drop. I mean, I guess, okay, they didn't necessarily have that much choice. But it does mean they can't do anything for a little while. Or they can't use this for a little while. And it's something we can try to aim to deal with eventually. Spectral Mage, a 3-drop. Great. Exactly what I was looking for. I do need another land, eventually. But it doesn't have to... Oh, it does have to be this next turn, because Serpentine Curve doesn't cost enough for Spectral Mage to discount it. Oh well. It's also only going to be a 4-mana 2/2. So that's not great. I could pick up Environmental Sciences, I guess, if I had to. Which I might have to. If I don't draw land, I guess that's the only play, right? It's a land. Okay. So... Maelstrom Muse, right? Or the Artist? Because next turn I can play the Artist and Enthusiastic Study if I have a Muse in play. So attack first. I guess it doesn't matter. They don't have anything they could possibly do. Oh, also I would need a 5th mana to make that play. No. Yes, correct. That I would. But if I found a 5th mana, then I could do it. I've only played 1 in Cinder Sorcery, so this is... I mean, it's got the number 2 written right on it, I know, but, like, I still... I don't know, want to check, just in case it's lying somehow. What? What the hell? I mean, Korok is just a mediocre filler card. It's fine. I mean, this is a free roll attack for them. They might not have anything, because they know I can't possibly do anything. So I might block, but I think that this is just too important. I don't care that much about my 2 life, I think. Except this should scare me. I feel like if we were playing mind games, opponent would play this to entice me to block by claiming to be an aggressive deck. I don't know. But I'm too afraid they might have some combat trick that kills my Muse, and it's just too important. It's a land. Oh my gosh. So attack... No, don't attack with all. Play this first. Then attack with all. So that this will be on the board when I have to attack before I can play Enthusiastic Study, right, is the idea. And I want this guy on the board before I play Enthusiastic Study, so I had to play him before I attacked. Surely they don't have a 2-mana kill spell. Yeah. This gets another instant or sorcery in the graveyard, which both of these cards care about, and it gets me a nice lesson. I don't want enthusiastic. I don't want sciences. I think I've got enough. Do I take the elemental or expanded anatomy? I think the elemental's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So they did have big play to try to... If I had blocked, they would have killed me. That's fine. I didn't really need the Spectacle Mage for much. So if this costs 3 and this costs 4, if I draw a land, I could actually play them both. Because I have 6 mana and I could have a 7th. Okay. So how do we order this? I have to attack with the Muse first. And attacking with this guy accomplishes nothing, so I won't. I don't know if they have big play again. I guess it's a little embarrassing. Oh, I didn't even need the land because I'm getting another treasure off of playing this. Still, since I did draw it, I'm obviously playing it. Big play again for the kill? That would be something. No such thing. Okay. Yes, that's a fine tap. Oh, I guess I do have to... This exiles... Okay, so it would be a little better, actually, to play this one first. Because then they'll... I don't want to remove an instant or sorcery before making this. Maybe the deck is more aggressive than I thought. Look at all these 4/4s. And my hand is empty. Mostly because I've been drawing nothing but lands. I'd certainly welcome, I don't know, explosive entry, explosive welcome. What is it called? Let me look that up. Explosive welcome, yeah. I would certainly welcome that. Shock isn't bad. Attack with all, right? There's no need to play this first. Opponent's short on mana. I could just shoot this. I guess that's the only thing I'm likely to want to shock. But no, if they have a combat trick, I might want to do something else. So, okay, attack all. What's the plan? Boy, Witherbloom Pledge Mage is withering on the vine, huh? Okay. But if I have an instant, I can make that a 5/2, so that seems like a pretty scary block. Okay, that's fine. Do I shock now to make sure I get the treasure? I don't think I need the treasure. I want to make sure this damage gets in before I waste a shock on this. Because if they like kill my 4/4 in response to the shock, then I'll have thrown away the shock. Not that that seems likely, since that's the 4/4 they're blocking. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should kill the 2/2, actually, right? Like... Yeah, I mean, it threatens to be... No, if they spend 5 mana on this, they're going to lose the game. So, let's just kill this thing. Which feels awful. But it's a 1/5 defender that's getting in the way of my 4/4s, so... That's fine. I guess I could have saved shock for the 5/5 they're about to play. Maybe that would have been better. So I can keep attacking with my 4/4s into it. I'm also playing a 5/5 this turn. But yeah, I think playing the shock was wrong. A little short-sighted. So we exile the 5 mana spell, obviously. The elemental summoning. Opponent's an even slower player than I am, which is something. But, you know, takes one to know one, right? Can't complain too much. You can't possibly kill it with wards, so get rid of this. Really just looking for explosive welcome. Kill their 5/5. Ah, they found a tap land. Okay, so they still can't play this. I think that might be game over then. I just have so much. The board is too much for them, you know? But they have 4 mana, you never know. Also, what the heck? Gateway Plaza? No, that's not what this card is at all. Archway Commons. Where's Gateway Plaza from? Gateway Plaza. I don't know. It's from a set I ain't ever played. It does exist. And it's exactly this card. It's from Guilds of Ravnica? Or War of the Spark. Oh, I'm gonna tap a bunch of stuff to learn something. Tapping nothing, you're just learning. Because you didn't want to pay the ward. Okay. And what have you learned? You chose to learn nothing because you timed out. Okay, that feels bad. Alright. I mean, I could play this and kill their thing, but... Sure. Still dead. All right. 4/4 tokens. I mean, I don't know. The Maelstrom Muse did a lot. Mostly, like, it was the instants and sorceries, right? Stormkiln Artist was pretty useful, kind of. I don't know. I guess not. He kind of made some treasures. I used one of them, so that was nice. And then I got 2 for 1 against a 1-drop. I 2 for 1 myself against their 1-drop? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure that guy was that good this game. Still, it seems like a nice way to push in more damage. I have no idea what card this is. I don't know the New Capenna cards very well. It doesn't look like it's being stolen. I don't think this is a jewel thief. I think it should be like, this is like a zoomed in picture of a creature or something, right? I don't think this is just like a charm. I don't know. I don't know the creatures very well. John Rot. No, Ion Rot. Lonrot? I'm not sure that's an uppercase I or lowercase L. Fine. Got all my colors, got some plays, got some scries. It's a little awkward having 2 tap lands and only 1 untapped land, but oh well. Also only 1 source of red. That's what you get for running the Quandrix campuses. But these were going to be islands instead, so I guess I'd still just have 1 source of red, right? A plains and no campuses, huh? Okay, not a huge surprise, obviously. Not everyone has so many campuses that they have one on turn 1. Looks like Silver Quill, obviously. No guarantees. I mean, Thrill of Possibility, the Arcane Subtraction, maybe? Sure. I do need to hit some more lands. Okay. I obviously could have attacked before playing this, but it wouldn't have mattered. They would have still just killed it. Yeah, the Stormkiln Artist, I think. We can start making money. Is that where the treasures come from? Is he making art and then selling it for money? Maybe. He certainly makes art. I don't know why that art is a treasure, but maybe we can sell it. Red, black, white. What the heck color is that? What is that color combo called? I have no idea. Eager first year, okay. Well, the one I want in hand is this one. And the one I want to exile so I can play it now is Opt, I think. So let's put this back in the library. Kelpie Guide is fine. I mean, next turn I can actually play the Masterpiece. And then after that, this guy should be gigantic. I don't really know if I should attack with the Artist. I probably should, right? Because this thing... Well, no. I think I want to preserve my own life total? Question mark? Maybe not. So the thing is, even if I play Kelpie Guide, spending 1 treasure, I can still play Masterpiece next turn. Yeah, Kelpie Guide is my blocker, so I can attack with this and put some pressure on their life total as well. If they block, you know, I'm trading my 4-drop for their 2-drop, but I got a bunch of treasure out of it. That's fine. Okay. And I'll block here, I think. I don't know. I guess they can just bring this thing back, so maybe that's not so hot. Obviously, losing the Stormkiln Artist means I lose some treasures, but I just wanted to not lose life. Actually, this card is kind of cool. Maybe I should hang on to it. We're not that far from 8 or more lands. Nah. If they have a combat trick, I wanted to use it. No, I don't want to trade for this shitty little 2-1. That's stupid. Gives them something to do with 6 mana, and also, like, in a second, I'm not going to care about 2-1s anyway, right? So I could save my treasure at the expense of not attacking with this. Would I pay... Yeah, I think I don't... I think I will not attack, so... This way I give my opponent 2 life to gain a treasure at the cost of 0 cards. I think that's perfectly lovely. It doesn't help right now, but in the future it might. Okay. That's fine. I still have a 4/4. Killian's annoying. Sorry about the cut there. I had to sneeze. And I cut instead of muting accidentally. So I think we're playing this guy. That seems pretty clear. I was trying to figure out whether I should tap this guy to save a land, but I can always do that later when I want to play one of these. 6/6 is nice. And I think we can just attack with the 4/4. 7 mana. I think we're ahead, but it's a close enough game. Uh-oh. Who the heck are you? 5 mana 4/4. Exile the top card of my library. They can cast those spells, and when they do, they get a 1/1 counter. That seems amazing. For you, not for me. Nothing I can do about this at the moment. But I could use my Kelpie Guide to keep this pinned down as soon as I get another land. So it would just be drawing a card. Every turn, which is obviously pretty good, but it would... the counters at least wouldn't matter. Okay. Do I want to, like, Enthusiastic Study here? No, right? I just passed turn. I don't have 8 lands, so I can't use this to tap one of their things. Correct. Ooh, this is nice. Really nice. I mean, that card is not doing that much, honestly. But I guess it's fine. And a land is also fine. It gets my Kelpie Guide online. So, swing with these two? Seems okay. Put on the pressure. I guess I could have tapped one of their things, but okay, they're not going to make me. Very good. So it's now a 3/1, but they get a spirit. I mean, I could negate this, but I think negate was made for bigger things than just killing a 3/2. Which is what this would be doing. Sure. And I don't know yet what I'm doing with the Kelpie Guide. I could tap one of their things, but I think it would be more fun to untap one of my creatures if they try to attack. Ah. You can't cast that. It's not a spell. It says you may cast spells, so that just did nothing. Great. It also saved me from drawing the land, you know. Obviously, as I always say, you can just kind of ignore what cards they mill from you. You can pretend they're milling from the bottom of your library instead of the top. But when they mill something that you didn't want to draw, it feels good to not pretend, right? So, we'll thank them for that. Except, of course, you know, sometimes you actually do know the difference between the top of your library and the bottom. In those cases, you know, milling you actually is meaningful. Okay. Killian? Sure. Yeah, I'll tap the Killian and plan Enthusiastic Study on this if they foolishly attack with the 4/4. Okay. Nice card. What if I tap down their 4/4 and then swing with everything? That seems kind of cool, doesn't it? Oh, I needed to do this first so this guy's allowed to attack. I forgot about that. Okay, this is fine. Now I have a reaction in case they try and block me. Like a double block. Actually, it wouldn't even help. Okay, this was a mistake. I should have buffed like this and then swung. That was my plan, but then I was like, wait a minute, I can wait till later to buff it. Okay, they both die, that's fine. Yeah, I actually missed lethal this way. If I had buffed this up, we'd be threatening. Well, we'd be threatening lethal, and they couldn't make this block. But I guess I'm not going to play it now for 3 damage. You missed again, fiend. What is this? This dude holding an orb? It's like a metal griffin? I haven't seen this pet before that I can remember. It must be a new Capenna griffin. It kind of looks like that same art style. I love that this is happening. I guess... Oh, no attack with Killian. Not sure about that. I thought he could gain more life than he could. No, I don't know. I guess they're thinking you can block with him and gain the life and also prevent some life loss? Sure. Alright, well, so far so good. My beautiful 5-color deck working as intended. Now that, I know that card. That's from Streets of New Capenna, right? It's like, is that the something or other Overseer? Angelic Overseer? Maybe? I don't know. Could be anything. This is a great hand, obviously. I mean, I don't know about great, but it's fine. A perfectly lovely hand to keep. Well, I was going to develop the Apprentice, but I guess the Pledge Mage is better against this. If they play a flyer and then fly over me, it's like, oh well, I guess. Which is not at all surprising for Silver Quill to do. I'm not going to, okay. Ooh. Attack, huh? Well, I have Igneous Inspiration, so use your combat trick on my crummy little 3/3, that's fine. Do I want more mana? Or do I just want like a 5-mana summoning spell? I mean, I think I want the 5-mana card so that I can like, yeah. For Torrent Sculpture. Although actually I'm probably discarding Masterpiece here instead to make it big. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough blue. Well, I can get a treasure out of the Masterpiece. Maybe I should have taken the one I didn't take. Environmental Sciences. Okay. So I'm just going to make this a treasure. It's a little sad because I have 5 mana coming up already, but... Okay, I can't block this, right? It's any Magecraft makes this a good trade, and almost any combat trick works on that one. Anyway, I think it's just important for me to get out my big ward creature. More important than it is for me to try to like save this to make 2 4/4s. Why did you do all that post-combat? I mean, I guess they were sorceries? Yeah, okay. Could have done it pre-combat, though. So they must have something else there. But why? What could you have that you were thinking of doing? All right. I mean, I'm blowing the treasure up immediately on this guy, sadly. But he's a 6/6 ward. Attack first? Oh, I guess I could wait, right, and try to cast Serpentine Curve at some point. Because like a 4/4 is good enough right now, I think. And that gets a counter on this, and it's unblockable? Yeah. And then I can make another 4/4. That's pretty good. For you. Anatomy? No, just discarding. Really? I thought Study Break might be pretty good against me. Alright, I have all these big creatures. You want to just, like, get through me? Okay. I mean, I trade. Get this thing the hell out of my face. 4/4s I have plenty of. Life, not so much. So I could play the Artist, tapping all my red. I guess it doesn't matter. And then play this, sacking a treasure. Yeah, maybe that is the way to go. And then... I mean, does 1 damage to anything help? Not really. I think Expanded Anatomy over Environmental Sciences. Fine, come on in. I have 6 mana, it'll be 7 when I'm done playing this, which means I can fit in the Muse as well. If I don't mind spending my only treasure. Well, both my treasures, I should say. Okay, let's just make this thing gigantic and super overcommit, I think. No, I mean, it's getting in anyway. If this were a 6/4, that would be pretty cool, I think. Oh, I could just play Serpentine Curve, actually. But I don't want to. I could play this guy? Well, I want to attack first, obviously, right? I think the Muse is just a really good blocker for their 3/2. I don't mind losing all the treasures. I can get more. Really enjoying this Stormkill Artist. Okay. They don't really have any good blocks. I could attack with this, but I think it's better to not have any concerns about their flyers. They're one flyer. Okay. I like how that went. Draw something good. By the way, I haven't used any of my campuses to scry at all this game, which is a little surprising. Or this entire run, rather. No need to do anything. I guess I could enthusiastic study this or something, but I won't. I'll just attack, and they can block if they want, but that enthusiastic study is going to kill them. Okay. Well. (9/5) Trampler is going to hurt. Well, you could have had 2 more life if you'd blocked with this. Oh well. 4-0? I think it's 4-0. Liking the deck. Liking the deck very much. Sometimes it scares me, but so far so good. Maybe I've seen Gateway Plaza in, what do you call those things? In a cube at some point. Or maybe, actually, maybe what happened is I was watching a Silver Quill video, sorry, Strixhaven video, and someone played the Archway Commons, and the player who was playing called it Gateway Plaza, because that's like what the card is. And I didn't realize they were just kind of referring to it as, oh, it's like that older card. This is not a great hand because I have no red, but I have Masterpiece to make a treasure, and that lets me get Prismari Apprentice and then Guidance, so I think it's okay. Oh, I forgot I have 2 of these. Mountain? Mountain is best top deck? That one's a little tough. Against Killian. Okay, we're in a lot of trouble this game. Science is okay. I mean, this is a pretty good time to have drawn that, I guess. Because I can't do anything with extra mana right now anyway. Would have preferred a mountain, so I could keep my treasure, but this will have to do. Really hurting out here. I want to block the 2/1, but I think I need Mentor's Guidance more, or like some combat trick. I guess most of them wouldn't help. Ugh. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, it hurts, but I think I just need to draw. Get something good to happen. Great. Sort of. I mean, I guess it's not gonna... Oh, I can't can't use that. Okay. Mountain's good. And now I think I can block a 2-1. This is making a 3-3, which is not great, but it's going to have to do. Could play a 2-2. 3-3s are better. Could play the 2-2 and make a treasure, but I don't want a treasure, right? Maybe I do. Because I have explosive welcome, and I'm kind of far. I don't know. I mean, if I could just play this, though. If I draw a land, would I rather have discarded this for a treasure to play that, or just have this in hand? I'd rather have this in, well, 2 lands, right? If I don't have 5 mana, I could make it 6. Yeah, there's no reason. I'd rather, yeah. Discarding this to play this is a bad idea. Okay. Just give me a 3-3. Sad times at Ridgemont High. Yeah, no surprises there. Oh. We're going to be dead in a minute. The Star Pupil, I imagine. I think that minute might start right now. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I have enthusiastic study, that's something. Somewhat suspicious. I guess they have a combat trick, but I mean, so do I. They're just gonna let it happen, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, if they kill my thing in response to this, it's disastrous, but if this trade happens, I'm still in a disastrous position, so I think I have to just gamble for it. Next turn I can play Elemental Masterpiece anyway. I could have played it this turn. No, because I played the Spectacle Mage. Okay, so what did they do? They buffed this somehow. I didn't see how. I'm confused. What happened? Oh, this adds... Okay, I see. Gaining life would be kind of cool. But so would making a big old dude. Probably better, right? Oh my god, I can explosive welcome because of the Spectacle Mage. Holy cow. I won't be able to use the 3 mana for anything. Oh, it's only 5 and 3? Oh, I thought it was like 8 and 3. It's an instant, though. Well, I guess I should have played my tap land then, if I thought this through. I guess I'm just playing this. To block Killian. Or try to block Killian. They can kill one of them. But they can't also put a counter on Killian, so I could... Oh man, I'm going to be punished too for having... Because I'm going to have to block with everything, and I won't have the Spectral Mage, and I won't be able to play this next turn because I didn't play the tap land. Okay. Do they actually... They don't have enough mana for this. Plus you have to tap, yeah. Some instant would probably blow me out. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'm dead. Held on for a lot longer than I expected, though. My masterpiece, it's in the garbage. Gotcha. No attacks for you. Decent game. Didn't draw great. Opponent had a good tempo start. You know, I made some small mistakes. I don't think they were what cost me the game. This looks awesome. Am I masterpiecing for a treasure or what? Thrill of possibility this into the garbage, maybe? Well, their instance I can decide later. Yeah, this is just way too far away, and having it in the graveyard will be nice. I do have the Spectacle Mage to make this stuff cheaper, but that's not enough excuse to keep an 8-drop this early with only 3 total mana available. Found my mana. This is a sorcery? Yeah. Okay. It's any targets. You can shoot it in the face, which it looks like I might have to. Oh, I don't know. Have to. It would be nice to learn. Shock? Okay. Oh, that's pretty nice, I think. I think just shoot him in the... No, it's so bad. It would actually give me a play next turn, right? If I picked up my elemental summoning. Okay. I wish they'd given me a creature but to shoot at, but they didn't. What the heck is this deck doing? It's just like draw. They have a lot of draw. Top 3 cards of your library. Okay, so they've picked up some good stuff. I have the mana now to play this when I get to 7. Countering me? Test of Talents? Test of Wills? Whatever it's called? Okay. Digging first and then maybe countering? I would be happy if they did, I think. Okay, they're just going to discard their own masterpiece. Hang on. I mean, I guess scrying now versus end of turn is pretty much the same, right? Okay, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that resolves. So that's your scryer, I guess. Sure. Might want to wait until later to do it, but okay. Ah, I was thinking, oh wait, I finally have a chance to scry, but I actually have a play this turn, it turns out. May as well attack, right? I think so. Getting their life total down lower is worthwhile. Okay. I, by the way, do not regret at all discarding my explosive welcome. These 2 lands have been gold mines. Attack with all? I think so. Make them trade off one of their tokens before they find out I have 2 more coming. Probably should double block, right? You don't know what trick I might have? I don't have one. But I might. Probably should have scried before blocking in case. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, right? No, you want to see what I'm playing this turn before you scry. That makes sense. But you don't want to see everything I play. You want to leave this 2 mana unknown. It seems a little questionable. Next up, whatever the sculptor thing, stream sculptor, flow sculptor, can't remember what it's called. Torrent sculptor, 5 damage. Yeah, that's fine. No attacks, I assume? Your life total is more important than mine? Really? I don't mind going down to 12, I think. They obviously have some trick if they're doing this, because the 3/4 is attacking is stupid otherwise. Arcane Subtraction or something? That wouldn't be a good enough trick to justify this. Maybe it would. Maybe the play makes sense in that case. But it could also be like, I don't know, the 2 mana red thing that gives first strike. Yeah, I don't think they would run that, but I'm not going to block. Campus is nice, I think. Right? I don't need to, yeah. So this costs what? 5, right? So even if I played an untapped land, I wouldn't be able to scry. Because that would be like 10 mana, which I don't have. Not even close. counterspell would be really bad. I might actually lose if they do that. No dice, though. Okay, now I think they have some buff, so we're not going to let this in. Oh, okay. Not a big enough buff to kill me, I guess. That's the card I was asking for. Don't need it at the moment, of course. We seem to be winning, more or less. They could double block and then Arcane Subtraction, a 4/4 that's getting in for damage, I guess. To live? Okay. So that is the trick they had. I didn't think it was a good enough trick to justify the attack with both creatures, but it's not insane, as I mentioned. We're obviously way ahead. Ooh. Ah, Sudden Breakthrough. That was the card I mentioned, right? Yeah, so that makes the attack make a lot more sense. Seems good, although I'm not sure you want to put it on this one. Is the ability to scry really more important than 1 more power? I don't know about that. I guess they don't have any campuses. Maybe it is. I can pay for reject. Rounded up. So it doesn't really matter. Just one of the big spells. I don't think I need to play this. Might as well leave him in doubt. Okay. 5-1. Won the mirror match. We both, by the way, also had 2 elemental masterpieces and used them both in this game. But one of theirs they had to discard for a token, for a treasure. And it meant they got theirs out first, despite being player 2. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of this game was decided by being player 1. We both did, like, pretty good stuff most of the time, but I had enough extra tempo that I had them under life pressure before they had me under it. And they had, to get their masterpiece down first, they had to throw away a masterpiece. So, I don't know. I mean, like, it turns out I drew enough lands that maybe if I had discarded a land or something small, like Igneous Inspiration or something, I maybe could have cast Explosive Welcome. But, like, then I wouldn't have been able to learn to pick up the elemental summoning. So I still... Not only do I think it was the right play at the time, like, given the information I had, but I think even given the information I got later, I don't think I want to go back in time and change the play. I won, right? So I should definitely not go back in time and meddle with the time stream. Nothing good could come of it, right? Drafta. We're up against a Master Drafta. Oh, this is fine. Only 2 lands is a little bit light, but I have a pretty solid set of cheap stuff, so... In this hand specifically, not just, like, in the deck. Okay. I don't know, maybe I could have played this out tapped. I don't think it would have been that good. Oh, what a sick top deck. Is it a sick top deck? It would let me play this Spectacle Mage, but maybe I'd rather play the Maelstrom Muse next turn. And this way I keep the shock open as well. Okay. Another mirror match. Okay. Because I swear, like, last time Strixhaven was in vogue, this, like, Magecraft ability just flashed, like, the card with Magecraft, not all the lands or something. Well, I don't understand why all the lands are flashing. Attack with all. If they try blocking, I Enthusiastic Study. Presuming they don't, I play the Mage. Muse, I mean. Wow, actually just like main phasing that for 5, huh? To get in the damage? It's a little aggressive, don't you think? Just play my own Spectacle Mage and attack, I guess? As soon as I can get this guy back out, I can actually play the Masterpieces with just 4 lands. Once I can get this out and attack with it, obviously. So I won't block if they offer the trade, but yeah, unsurprisingly, they're killing it. Yikes. Giving Vigilance to the flyer, I assume? Uh-oh. That's a gross card. I think I'm toast now. Come on. I don't know. I mean, what was I supposed to do, right? I mean, I think I have to turn both of these into treasure. To try to cast, like, Explosive Welcome or something in a couple turns. Oh, I shouldn't have tapped this. I should have tapped that. Not that it for my blue. Not that it matters that much. Put one in hand. Well, this one, I guess. They're gonna have some cute trick, I assume. But I want to get that 2/2 flyer off the board. Ow? Well, not dead yet. Oh, I am dead. Because this is a 5/5 that can attack. Okay. Good game. Yeah, just got out Prismari there. That was a great, like, doing good stuff. You know, make the school proud, buddy. I didn't draw as much land as I would have wanted, and they had good removal. I mean, Kelpie Guide is fine. Elemental Masterpiece is an okay 2-mana spell or play. It's not incredible, but I have some board presence and a hope to maybe cast an expensive spell eventually. And look at that. I get a thing in the graveyard for this, right? So, who are we up against? Witherbloom. In fact, since this is kind of ramp, I'm even closer to this. But I would like a spell that does something? Like, I think I just have to play the Serpentine Curve here, even though it's just making... It's a 4-mana 2/2. What I need right now is a 2/2. I probably could have attacked with this, actually. But no, I want to have it available to block if they try attacking. A double block is important. I could get, like, blown out by some combat trick on this thing. That's the danger of Menace, obviously. I don't know, maybe I just let it in and plan to Explosive Welcome it away. Figure they can't make it bigger than 5/5 by the time I cast this. In which case, maybe I should have attacked. Yeah, this is clearly some trick. I thought of attacking, and I was like, oh, I'll block. And then I didn't really examine that thought far enough to realize that it was stupid. I don't know, but if they... yeah, I could have gotten in 2 damage, I think. Okay, I mean, we're 1 turn away from Explosive Welcome, right? I have 5, 6, 7 mana, and I can have an 8th. Might as well just swing out here. You gonna untap this thing and block with it somehow? No. Okay. They could have done that anyway. Nothing I can do about it. So, it's 1 more turn away before we get Explosive Welcome. But as long as this thing doesn't get too big, I think that's fine. I don't know. Explosive Welcome isn't going to win the game by itself. I need some follow-up. Elemental Masterpiece for choice. Okay, that's fine. Great, actually. No attacks. We know they have some combat trick. Well, actually, their combat trick might have been Mortality Spear, actually. But probably somewhere in here they've got another. No sense just throwing this away. They left 5. They left 5 mana open with 5 cards in hand. They must have something that they were saving it for. Apparently, nothing. No backup plan. Okay, that's a 2/2. As I don't know why I said that. You can clearly see it's a 2/2. I can play the tap land here. Because with the Muse, this only costs 6. And I can kill all their stuff now, but I want to see if... Like, to get in more damage, right? But I want to... I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna wait, see what happens. See if they spend a buff or something. Okay, so we missed 4 face damage, but we got them to throw away a big play. I think that's well worth it. By waiting until they had declared blockers to do this. Ah, oh no! Stop it! They have 2! Holy shit! Wait, you should have made that indestructible. That's... Wow, 3 combat tricks in that hand. So that explains why they, like, passed with 5 mana open and then played nothing. Because they had a lot they potentially wanted to do in combat. Oh, no. Come on, give me a card. Alright, I mean... I guess this would be fine. I guess I'll keep this in hand. Use this to trade with their Pledge Mage. It's 2 for 1-ing myself, but... It's also saving me 5 life. Okay. What would do anything? I mean, I guess a 4/4, right? Doesn't do enough, but if I can draw another card, maybe it will. Oh, I will draw another card. If I draw another meaningful card. Looks like we might be hitting 5 wins. I mean, we haven't lost yet, but we're definitely in bad shape. We will have lost quite soon if nothing surprising happens. But, you know, just 1 elemental masterpiece could save the day. How much mana do I have? 4, 8, 9? Probably should not scry pre-draw. Yeah. No. Now I'm dead. Should have scried pre-draw, huh? Yeah, once they played this... Well, no, because I needed to draw something good and also have a bunch of mana left. Yeah, we're very dead here. The way to assert dominance would be to pump this when I block, gaining life and therefore buffing this. I mean, I guess I'm not dead. I can block just the 5/5. They're not trying to kill me? I guess they figure they have everything under control? Good scries. I mean, they probably also have like some combat trick here. I'm gonna not block. If I chump this, like, I'm at enough life, but I just can't win. Well, can I win if I let this in? Let's say I draw, like, my dream card, Elemental Masterpiece, right? I still don't really have anything better to do than to chump this on next turn, so... This way I also survive combat tricks. Very funny. They should have killed me last turn, I think, by just attacking with everything. I would have had to jump or be dead. I guess, I don't know. They're playing cautiously because they're way ahead and they don't want me to blow them out with some combat trick somehow. I think it's what they did is fine. Just isn't what, you know... Given what I have in hand, I know it was pointless to play cautiously, but they don't know that. Although, since my hand was face up here, I think they could have attacked with the 2-2 Menace. A 2-2 unblockable seems pretty good here. Good card. I'm not drawing it, so it doesn't really matter. All right, 5 wins. A pretty okay thing. Nice to play Strixhaven again. All right, well, that'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me go, actually. I don't know why. Do I want to take a screenshot of the deck? I kind of do. But I can do that off camera. Whatever. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.